Uh, you know, some fun times. I'm actually glad that because I graduated junior college in 2000, and that was 1 year after I got hired at Power 106. And then, essentially, you graduate from a junior college, you're supposed to transfer to a 4 year. So essentially, Power 106 became that for me. So it was like experiencing college with hands on training. Is the best university I could have passed through. April of 1999 to January of 2007. So I figured, you know what? Hey, why don't I do a little show and tell here? Now, mind you, I was not on the air. Okay. I did do some commercials, but that was about it. No, I wasn't on the air. Although there was a guy named Armand who was on the air on K Day, I think it was around the same time. His name was Armand. I don't know if he spelled his name the same as mine, but a lot of people thought that I had left Power and went over there. I had some people hit me up saying, "Hey, I heard you on the radio last night." I'm like, no, 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 that's not me. And he had a voice like mine. Get a load of that. What are the chances? But anyway, it happens. So yeah, a little bit of show and tell. I'm just going to show you some stuff that I've kept throughout the years. And yeah, here we go. So here is a ticket for a concert at the House of Blues in Hollywood. Common, yeah. Cool dude, met him, yeah. And it's interesting when I look back at some of this stuff, I think, man, I probably did over $1 million worth of activity for free, because you have access to things like concerts, a little bit of travel, events, backstage passes or backstage access, yada, yada, yada. And I'm willing to bet that they probably don't do things the same today as they did it around the time when I was there, because it did start to dwindle a bit right about 2005, 2006. I think they were trying to cut some things out in terms of activities, and I don't know what they do now. But here's another one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that was a great concert. And there's a particular person that I'm still in contact with. And this was our first time hanging out. Yes. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Let's see here. Going back to the year 2003. Wow. Now this is definitely a highlight. Yeah, that was cool. I think they're going to have another one because the Super Bowl is coming to Los Angeles. This was in San Diego. The Raiders lost, unfortunately, but yeah, I believe they're going to have another one because Super Bowl is coming back to LA in 2022. So that should be interesting. No, I do not plan on going, but here's another moment that really stood out. I really remember this. We used to do these screenings and premieres for movies, and this took place. This, I think, was the after party and the screening. After party was at the Hard Rock Cafe, and the screening was at the theater that's there at Universal City Walk. And a lot of cool cats showed up. Mike Bibby was there. That was kind of cool. He and I are the same height. And I was like, wow, that's what's up. Even though I was a Laker fan. And funny enough, this is what, 2002. So that's right around the time when the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings were going at it. Yeah, that's right around that time. And yeah, Power 106 was doing a lot of interviews of Laker players. A lot of the Lakers were on Power 106 being interviewed by this gentleman right here. This is on the back of one of their old stickers. Now, there's some other people that used to work with me that probably still have a lot of this stuff, so I'm not showing anything new. Shout out to those of you that worked with me at Power between 1999 and 2007, all you DJs, street team, account executives. Used to be owned by MS Communications, but I think they sold it, I think. I don't know who owns it now. A lot has changed. Even this guy, he's not even there anymore, okay? He's now with 92.3 The Real. But yeah, and that's him when he was of a larger size. So this is before 2006. Yeah, because I think it was he lost the bet with Will Smith. Is that the story? To my understanding, he lost a bet with Will Smith and then had the surgery done. And now I can put my arms around him. But back then, yeah, but really cool dude. Shout out to Big. And let's see what else. Just a lot of really cool things, of course, that we used to hand out these bottle openers. Now, keep in mind, I was a part of the promotions unit, or flavor unit, as we called ourselves. And we would go out and hand out these things. And sometimes I kept a lot of this stuff. So this is one of the bottle openers. There's people that I've met, okay, during my time there that probably still have some of these items, because some of these items were given to the listeners at different promotions, whether it was at a grocery store, a Food for Less, movie screenings. I've been to high schools. I could easily say that I've probably been to every single high school in Los Angeles and Orange County because of my time at Power 106. Glendale High, Sure High, Montebello, Garfield, Jordan High. I mean, any high school in Los Angeles County and Orange County, I've probably been to at least one time. Now, some of these schools went to multiple times because we would have the celebrity games with what was called the Hollywood Nights. But I'll continue on here. There's a lot of cool stuff like this right here. Of course, the Lakers winning championships around those days in the early 2000s, 3 back-to-back. So we would kind of design things, or Homeboy Industries would design some things like, for example, these do-rags that we would hand off. And I kept one of them here. I'll pull back. So it's got Lakers around it. You know, these were do-rags we used to give, you know, of course, Lakers holding it down. Also, about 20 years ago, that would be what, 2001. So 9/11 had just hit. So then there's these patriotic do-rags. And we also would give away the t-shirts that would say God Bless America on the front and Power 106 on the back. I actually still have one of those. And maybe if you get this to 100 likes, I'll share it. I'll share more stuff. You get some more likes. Get the likes up, folks. And then, of course, the Raiders were doing really well during the early 2000s. So we would have things like this, you know, with Raider colors. We also had the Raider Color Power 106 stickers. Some of you have that. I also have, let's see, I'll do this right here. So, or you know what? I'll save this for last, because this was my last. These were my last 2 events working at the radio station. So I'll save that for last. Let me get into some other stuff here. So Powerhouse, the concert that takes place every single year. And we would give away calendars. And I believe this was one of the ones given away at Powerhouse, but here it is. Who's that on the cover? Yeah. And then you got on the back, and this is not even unwrapped. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. You got Ludacris on there. Yeah. Do some zoom action right there. There you go. Power 106 calendar. And this is still wrapped in plastic. I never unwrapped it. Eminem on the cover there. So yeah, and this is right around the time when his career was on the rise. So yeah, I had the opportunity to catch a lot of people on the rise, like Eminem, Kanye West. Here's something else really cool. So like I said, a lot of fun activities at no cost for us. You know, we're there to promote whatever we're promoting. And so you have the opportunity to do some really cool things, and Universal Studios being one of them. And you can see me there right next to my man, Mike Woodley, who also worked there. You can see me there in a blue jersey. I still have that jersey, by the way. I'm going to show you that as well. So just some really, you know, cool stuff. Here is a photo. Right. I know some of you are like, I don't care about this because I'm not a fan of Power 106. I'm just sharing this. You know, somebody who used to work with me is going to see this video. And then there's some of you that already know me. This is a photograph. I don't know if you can see this. So you got Joe Grande, and then you have Vic One, or DJ Vic One, vegan. And then you got Ron T. I think he does radio in Utah now. And then there's me in the hoodie pointing to the cam. So that's what that is. We were doing a promotion. I think we were doing a promotion for UFC. I think so. I think we were doing a promotion for UFC. And that's the thing, is that, you know, we were promoting for a lot of things that were on the rise. And now these things are in pop culture. So it's kind of interesting to look back at some of this stuff and, you know, appreciate it. And like I said, it was like college, man. You know what I mean? My time at Power was literally like college. It was a college life, but with hands-on training. You know, I learned about the power of marketing. I learned about the celebrity life without actually being one, because working on the street team or flavor unit, we were essentially treated like celebrities when we would go out and, handle different promotions, even though we weren't. Some were DJs on the air. Some got extra gigs. It was kind of a hierarchy of sorts, but it was interesting to kind of go through the experience of what it was like to receive so much attention and you weren't even on the air. You were just, it was like, I guess, clout by association. So before clout chasing became the thing, it was one of those experiences. Even though clout chasing has been around, it's nothing new. But in terms of going through that experience, imagine yourself being age 23, you get hired for a radio station. This is pre-social media too. Keep that in mind. So it was sort of my introduction to that world, the entertainment industry, watching these celebrities get interviewed, seeing how people move, seeing how people navigate, the importance of relationships and rubbing elbows and that sort of thing. And I learned a lot while I was there. Here we have outfits. Now, this is something the listeners do not have. All right. So even though the picture, of course, is something they might not have, but here, yeah, got these shirts right here, and it has my name on it. So it has my name on it. Power 106 on the back. Some people still have theirs. I don't know. Somebody that worked with me watching this video is going to be like, oh, I threw mine away. And here's the jersey. So while I was there at the radio station, I went under the name of Batman. Everybody, I'm still a big fan of Batman. And well, to a certain extent, I don't really like the new stuff. I like the old stuff. But anyway, that's another conversation for another time. So anyway, we got these jerseys with our names on the back, of course. And this is one, Power 106 on the front, as you can see. And then you would have on the back, this is what they used to do. I think it was a lot cooler back then. You know what I mean? They started to cut out a lot of this stuff right almost as the point as I was leaving. And I don't know if they continued this stuff. I don't know what they're doing now. Okay, things are different. I don't even know if radio stations are even doing this right now because I've been so removed from that world. I had another jersey, and I'm going to show you this photo here. Again, the Raiders were doing really well in the early 2000s, went to the Super Bowl versus Tampa Bay, and of course, the NFL experience in San Diego. And so we gave out jerseys for the flavor unit for the street team. There's a photograph, buddy named Skip. What's up, Skip? Anyway, you can see me there with that jersey. So that jersey I gave away. I gave that jersey to a woman. Why did I do that? And you know what's funny? Oh, man, she was something else. She was really, what's funny? 2018, I get an email from her, and she wanted to give me the jersey back. I said, you know what? No, you can put it in the trash. That's totally fine. I will never do that again. Just know I am no longer that person. Not going to do it. Check yourself. New man. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah. Remember these baseball jerseys or baseball outfits? And of course, I don't know if you can see this. I'm just kind of holding it up here oddly. But real cool short sleeve. Shout out to Homeboy Industries. Shout out to them designing a lot of this stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah. This one was one of my favorites. Raider colored baseball jersey, which is kind of interesting. So there it is. This is my favorite right here. And then we had, did you get all that? Let me just make sure. And then on the back of the jersey, there's my name. So, really cool stuff. Here's another one. I wasn't the biggest fan of these. I don't even know why we chose these colors because the Clippers weren't even really doing anything around that time. I don't know if it was because of the Clippers or if it was because of America. Maybe it was America. Maybe that was the theme, because I think this was right around the time of 9/11, I think. And, we were all patriotic. No matter what side you were on, you were. So I think that's the connection. So we had these basketball jerseys. with the American colors. And then on the back, there it is. We had our names. So, just one of those really cool things. Yeah, that was a really, really fun time. And I mentioned that in the episode. That's why I meant, hey, maybe I'll do another show and tell of a different nature. But because I've already mentioned it, and I also have a video on my channel that features my voiceovers, that's why I'm bringing this up. And so, two more things, okay? Two more things. So, Dodger Stadium. You know what's interesting? So, both of these events were in 2006 that I'm about to show you. Dodger Stadium, I ended up working at Dodger Stadium 2 years after this. So maybe it was sort of a premonition. And this is an access pass to be on the field. There you go. And Tommy Lasorda was there. And Jeff Garcia, who was with Power at the time, was doing interviews and, really cool stuff. And then this one is kind of bittersweet because I really didn't want to work this event, because it was on the same day as a football tournament that I really wanted to participate in, because at that time I was playing for the LA Scorpions. It was my 3rd year in minor league football. I actually had some skills because my 1st year in minor league football, I totally sucked. But my 3rd year, I actually got better. But I had to miss out on the tournament because you had to work the Powerhouse concert. So this was what, June 24th, 2006. Look at the names on that. E40, LL Cool J, Pitbull, Kanye West. I think the College Dropout was right around this time, right? Kanye was pretty much on his new rise, I believe, or shortly after. I don't keep track of everything, but story about LL Cool J, because to me, that was my favorite part. That sort of made up for my feeling about working this event. So LL Cool J, I had backstage access, and my job was to escort the artists from the green room to the stage before their performance. And I remember LL Cool J was really, really cool, firm handshake, nice, tall gentleman. But I remember escorting him to the stage, and he was on the side of the stage. And as soon as he spoke on the mic, all the ladies knew who it was. So it was like he was milking it a little bit. He was like on the mic, yeah, 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 and all the ladies were losing themselves. There was probably a whole lot of liquid flowing from their bodies into their seats, man. Because, LL Cool J, shapely dude. Oh, yeah, he had the ladies going, boy. So that's what I remember from that concert in 2006. So, yeah, Power 106 University. That's what I call it. I learned a lot and went through a lot, experienced a lot. I'm not the most handsome gentleman, but, had my fun, with the lovely ladies, and a few relationships in the zone there, during my time there. And yeah, it was really, really good stuff. Do you guys still listen to Power 106? Is radio still a big thing for you? We have streaming services, we got YouTube, we have all these other things going on. And a lot of the people who worked at Power 106 during my time there moved on. I think Romeo is still with K-Day. He was a member of the Goodfellas, and they were doing the, what was that? The afternoon drive from 3 to 7. Tito used to be on the Baker Boys. I mean, there's so many. Big Boy, Mr. Chalk, Friday Night Flavors. Oh my God, so many DJs. It's pretty amazing. I've ran into some people since then. Some of them are in my Facebook as well. So it's kind of cool to keep in touch with some of these cats. And, if they're watching this, much love to you guys. Much love to all of you guys. I had no beefs with any of you guys. That's the beautiful part about it. I pretty much got along with everybody, from the account executives to the on-air personalities to the flavor unit to the DJs. Shout out to you, Biff. Shout out to you, everybody. Just everybody that was a part of that experience. And how I got the job